lots of depth. You cannot key on any one player. 5 quick points from number 35 right here, Cruz. He's been really good the last 8 games.
Why do you do things the hard way? Not through. It's so backwards. 2025. This is taxes?
Issa, I got all your forms. I'll take it from here.
Now taxes is getting a TurboTax expert who does everything for you. So you can have your cake and you get it.
I forgot to wash my work shirt.
Just wear it again. I added Downy Unstoppables with odor blocker to the wash. It keeps our clothes fresh all day.
Ooh, I'm gonna be feeling it at work today. And on my way to work. And there's security.
Looks like she uses Unstoppables too.
It smells like I'm actually paying attention.
Downy Unstoppables with odor blocker for all day freshness. Smell unstoppable.
There, boys.
Hey, Dad. You didn't want to see this.
Wow. You brought it back.
Third season for Dennis Gates in Columbia, reestablishing the rich tradition of Missouri basketball. NCAA tournament 2 seasons ago, we talked about all the injuries and just freak things that happened, but the SEC Coach of the Year that he was, and they're up to their highest ranking in his tenure with the Tigers. Cleveland State before that, where he did an excellent job, Brendan.
I mean, you can see it at Cleveland State. His ability to coach, his tremendous ability to create rapport and connectivity among his teams. You know, they go to the NCAA tournament his second year at Cleveland State and NIT the following year. Been training around that program, and right out of the start, in his first year go to the SEC, or go to the NCAA tournament. In 2 years to go, there's a lot of last year there's a lot of context to it, right? Yeah. People see the 0 wins.
It's the news thing. It's the news thing. New hype, new vibe, new wave, good times. It's the news thing.
Kind of copy what his brother did. He just followed him into coaching.
Well, you can't have a conversation about anything basketball related without Dennis Gates bringing up Coach Hamp.
Jalen Moore able to save that for Oklahoma. Here Jalen Moore's out there in a little bit of foul trouble. He's got 3. But Oklahoma with Sam Godwin out kind of has to risk it and play Jalen Moore. Fierce. Tough shot, but a foul call. They will get Boateng, and Fierce will shoot a pair.
Well, Boateng, I thought, did a great job keeping him in front, turned him around. It looks like he continued to body up. You know, you learn as the more you play when you can bump, when you can be physical, and when you cannot. That's a situation where he was in a great defensive position. That was going to be a tough shot. Just contest and move on.
Fierce had only 8 points in the first meeting between these two teams. Kind of went through a series of games where he wasn't quite so good. You mentioned teams really focusing their defensive efforts on him, but he has emerged from that in a big way. And tonight's evidence of that once again.
And he's a great talent. I mean, bottom line. You know, and Dennis Gates brought this up today, and he's absolutely 100% correct. You know, if Oklahoma is, clearly in the tournament picture at this point, nationally there would be a lot more Jeremiah Fears talk. And it was a compliment certainly to Fears. He's an elite talent. We're worried about him tonight. He wasn't necessarily great. We did a good job against him the first time. And we know that he's going to want to come out with the vengeance, and he has.
And a tough night for Robinson, battling fouls. That tip-in missed as well as Mitchell nearly volleyed that one home. Here's Glenn Taylor Jr. right at Cruz. Mitchell sends it away, and Grill picks it up. There's Warren trying to weave his way down. Robinson, a traveling violation. So Robinson has yet to score. He's only played 7 minutes. Just been a tough night for this very talented sophomore. There's 8 turnovers against the Tigers, and 2 freshmen, or I should say Fears, the freshman, and Robinson talking with each other. By the way, Sam Godwin is back over on Oklahoma's bench, but that's the good news. The bad news is he's got ice on that right knee. There you see Godwin, who just had an excellent first half with 12 points, Brennan.
Yeah, I mean, that is not good to see right there. Obviously, we don't want to speculate the extent of that. He's in a white t-shirt and khaki shorts.
Well, Oklahoma, the good news is they have already scored 1 more point tonight than they did the entire game in Columbia. A different story for them, but can they close? Sport Moser has talked about the ability to finish games. They've got to find a way to find facts. This is Elvis. Warwick staying with him. 10 to shoot. Wiggy. Nothing available.
Now just be solid right here from Missouri.
Godine goes at Cruz, had a double clutch it.
Yeah, you know, as a defender, you'll have to understand the shot clock as well. That's under 10, and that's the second time. We saw it with Fears earlier in the second half. Cruz has got to back off so that he can protect drive first.
Mitchell puts his head down and finds Cruz, but he couldn't finish it. Cruz is down on the back end of this play, so Oklahoma's got numbers. A nice job by Grill because there was an open Sooner in the corner there.
Great awareness right here, Chad, by Godine. You see what I mean? He's 40 feet from the basket. Shot clock's winding down. Godine can put it on the floor, but that's not his bread and butter. Back off, shading, forcing a little bit left, and make him a jump shooter there and be solid. That's a big bucket for Oklahoma to get it back to 16.
Another 2.5 minute scoring drought for Missouri. It's been a rarity for them this season, but it's happened multiple times tonight. Bates staying in front of Fears. And got into no man's land. Just left his feet, couldn't shoot it, wanted to pass it, nothing was home.
So there's been some possessions lately. Remember the 3 that hit off the window from deep. That one right there. Boateng, remember the one where Fears got in there, got a little deep, and Boateng bailed him out on the jump shot. So what I'm seeing is Fears.
Hey, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Tasha, and
We're the founders of Midnight Comics.
Fiverr allows us to take our dreams and make it a reality.
We're able to hire
Trent Pierce. Elvis probes. The dish to Fears, and Barrett clobbered him. And we're going to have... Oh, what did we see down there in the end? I thought my view was obstructed, Brennan. We're going to have a flagrant, I believe, assessed.
Yeah, same, Chad. We had an official right in front of us in our line of sight.
A non-basketball play there. Let's watch it.
Well, it was immediately called. Here's Barrett. Yeah. No question. When you come down like that, right in front of the official, they'll go look at this. I mean, that's obviously the right call.
So Pat Adams games, and Byron Jarrett will put on the headsets and adjudicate that play. Oklahoma up 16 with 12:28 to play, reviewing a T.O. Barrett foul on Jeremiah Fears. The resolution when we return.
That spice is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Hi, my name is Khadijah, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick of the chicken. It's just the right amount of heat. It gets me excited and definitely wanting more. And then, pro tip, add that cilantro lime sauce. I couldn't get enough of that sauce. It cools it down. If the sandwich is at 100, the cilantro lime takes it to 200. It makes me want to, tell all my friends and family.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Era boys.
Hey, Dad. You didn't want to see this.
Wow. You brought it back.
Yellow. Didn't pass the tissue test?
Dr. Garcia?
Buckle up.
Whoa! Reality checkup!
There's toothpaste white, and then there's Crest 3D White Strips white. Oh, one sec.
Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface to whiten like a $400 professional treatment.
Prepare for a non-stop smile.
The #1 teeth whitening brand in America. And use Crest 3D White toothpaste to maintain your smile. Crest.
Didn't take long to get a resolution on this one, Brendan. It's a flagrant one assessed to T.O. Barrett of the Missouri Tigers.
Now, here it is, Chad. And it showed it prior to going to break. Ball fake. They had a further review. The call from the stands is a flagrant one foul. There's Pat Adams right there. But, yeah, no play on the ball. Immediately called by the officiating crew, and it actually was, we went to commercial break, but for those watching, it was actually a relatively short review. We don't have a lot of those.
We don't. See, excessive and or unnecessary, not a legitimate play on the ball. We didn't get a full clarification, but I think you could deem it either one of the first two. So it's 2 free throws for Fears and the ball for the Sooners. Fears an excellent foul shooter, 84%. Oklahoma, and this is something that bears watching. Free throw line. Late game, a lot of fouls, foul trouble both ways. Oklahoma leads the SEC in foul shooting percentage. Missouri has taken the most and made the most in conference play amongst SEC teams. So that strike right there is going to be a big deal the rest of this one.
Well, I hope you're not insinuating you thought you were going to get out of here at 9 o'clock.
I got no place
Based on the matchup tonight, we did that at 7.
Northweather in for Oklahoma. And this inbound's going to go all the way back to the other end.
Yeah. You just got to get this into the floor solidified. A lot of time, if you're going to get this down to 7-8 minute mark, if you haven't made progress, that makes it a big feat to come back.
Luke Northweather gets an unkind bounce. And the other way with it comes Perkins for the Tigers.
Yeah, where's Mitchell offensively in the half court? Getting his touches and putting that pressure with his versatility. Here he is right here.
Yeah, he was a big factor in the first half. This is Pierce, and his 3 is good. So Trent Pierce, the sophomore out of Arizona Compass Press, but he's from Tulsa originally.
Well, at 16, he can really stretch you at that 4 or 5 position when he's in there. Again, another example of guys on this team that can make shots.
The ball poked away by Perkins. Elvis goes down. Possession arrow stays on this end, on the alternating arrow. Oklahoma's largest lead a moment ago was 18. Porter Moser again, he is having to shuffle the pieces. He got Jalen Moore out for the timeout. Now he's back in. Sam Godwin over there on the bench.
Watch to the end for a discount code to Restream's Upload and Stream. Being a content creator can feel like you've always got to be on, always live. It's overwhelming. So stream smarter. Upload your video to Restream, and we'll stream it live whenever and wherever you
And full court right now for Missouri.
I'm telling you, whenever they decide we'll pick it up here, I mean, 2 or 3 stops in a row will absolutely change the momentum and change this game.
Northweather 1 to shoot. That's the night Oklahoma has had so far. Six main threes for the Sooners.
It can be contagious, can it?
It can. Mitchell, now he's starting to go to work. This is more what you expected from Dennis Gates to see.
Yeah, and I mean, every possession. You don't hit anything if Missouri pushing in transition, off makes, misses, whatever. Flatten out the defense, get the ball moving, and make sure Mitchell gets a touch.
Spears trying to feed more. That ball is kicked. The shot clock will bump back up to 20.
Speaking of stretch 4 type 5, I this is a step back right there. You know, Northweather was an excellent 3-point shooter in high school, 40%. But it's not something that he developed here at Oklahoma. He's always been able to knock it down from long range.
He's made 14 of 44 this year. Certainly acceptable. Moore was in trouble. And now shot clock is late. Miles, a good crossover, got a little bit of space, but he's stripped. 2 on the shot clock, and it's ripped away. Tigers would love to push it here. Perkins deals to Mitchell, and he flushes one home.
Well, really good play by Perkins because he slowed up on good iron out front. That allowed Mitchell to continue to flow down that left side. And there, right there, points off turnovers for Missouri.
Mitchell's got a dozen, and Fears has got another bucket and another trip to the foul line.
Smooth, able to get downhill. See that right there? I mean, Mitchell's rotating over right here, and Fears the feel, the pace. Look at that. I mean, avoids him, goes away, high and soft off the window.
9th game of 20-plus this season for one of the most talented freshmen in the country. He's averaging 20 a game over his last 4. He is going to be at that mark tonight. He makes this free throw. Jeremiah Fears, midway through the first half.
You know, we saw him early in the year. The thing that immediately stood out to me was he invited, wanted, sought out contact. And then he would absorb it and use that athleticism you saw in that possession right there to still create a shot, get a good look, be able to go up strong yet soft with the basketball, even though he's still a baby compared to most of these grown men out here.
He is over on the bench with 21 points. That's a tough ball away, kind of awkward by Warwick. And it's going to work out for the Tigers. We'll charge that one to Bryson Goodine, his first. Foul call on the floor. Missouri, we told you, they got to the line 35 times in the first meeting between these teams. They've been there 13. Defended without fouling. They have not turned it over. Big Forsythe going to return for the Sooners. And Robinson back in there. See if he can get his night kick started. Foul trouble. He's got 3. And Anthony Robinson has not scored. Here's fouled by Forsythe.
Boy, coaches do not love when you foul a jump shot. This is Forsythe doing the correct thing, trying to get there on the catch. On Pierce. But that's your job. Be there on the catch. He's going to sneak his hand in right there. No doubt.
You can see that foot was behind the line, so Dayton Forsythe picking up the foul, and Pierce off the mark.
Yeah, it was interesting talking to Porter Moser about Forsythe earlier today. And he said, you know, we were asking, why is he getting acclimated so quickly in this unbelievable league as a freshman? And he said that he learns quickly. So you know, that play reminds me of this. He's going to get put, the basketball guys will put you in that situation again, probably this game. And his ability and intellect, his IQ to make adjustments is really what has allowed him to play meaningful minutes at this level, even as a freshman.
2 of 3 from the foul line for Trent Pierce. Missouri within 15. Oklahoma has led by as many as 18. No Jalen Moore. He is actually out there. Forsythe will take a 3. No. And Gray wrestles the rebound away.
Great ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix, you decide where.
Here's fine for Grill, but that's a tough shot. Doesn't matter to this guy. I mean, that's as high a degree of difficulty as you can have. And Oklahoma takes a timeout here. And how do you guard that?
Well, you guard it just like Oklahoma did right there. Make it tough on him. And here's the thing, when you play Caleb Grill, you tell your ball club, hey, look, he is going to make difficult shots. Just accept it, but continue to try to make all of them tough.
There, boys.
Hey, Dad. You want to see this?
Wow. You brought it back.
A message from the Sock Department of Research and Deliciousness. Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the Double Sonic Smash and that half-price drink in the app.
You want to live free?
I guess I'm not the easiest person to please. I like things just right. That's why I love Redfin. They show me homes that are perfect for me. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah.
It's like they know me. I mean, the Bears love having me here. We're like family. I know it sucks, but it's time for me to spread my wings and find a place of my own. Ooh, this one's just right. I know Baby Bear will miss me.
Old Spice Rider's long-lasting freshness makes me smell good, so Coach thinks I'm slacking.
If you're working hard, how do you smell so fresh?
So I trained, constantly, took my Old Spice swagger, and got a drill named after me. Then he authorized dribble. Broke a record, broke my leg, broke my record with a broken leg. Until Coach said,
I underestimated you, son.
sometimes a man must overcompensate for his freshness.
So Missouri able to scratch back in. You mentioned Mitchell and the effective first half he had offensively. He had been quiet here to start the second half. They got it to him.
Well, when you play, I mean, obviously, we're talking about multiple guys that can hurt you, but to me, it's all predicated by those two guys and the pressure that they put on you defensively. They're at the top of the scouting report. Don't let Caleb Grill get going. In the games which they've won, which is most of them, he's killed people. You know, Mitchell's versatility and able to facilitate offense. So when those two touch it, I mean, it raises your tension level. And you look at tonight even, it doesn't seem like they've done much, yet combined they have 25 points on just 13 field goal attempts between the two. And that's fairly efficient.
Oklahoma, Brenda, they have not been able to close the deal every time that they have played here at home. Had an 18-point lead against Texas A&M, 13 against LSU, and dropped those. Can they finish in a situation where they have to have it?
Well, a lot of it will have to do with that young man with the ball right there, Jeremiah Pierce. And that'll be the game management here the last 9 minutes. His decision making, not trying to do things all at once. Just make simple plays when it's time to make a simple play, and go make an excellent play when that's warranted as well.
Gray sends Moore's shot away. You see what's at stake. First win in Norman since 2012, and best win over an AP-ranked opponent for Oklahoma this year.
So if I'm Missouri, here's what I'm thinking. I mean, get this thing under 10 before the next media timeout.
Long inbound pass, and Moore gets undercut on the fourth foul against Anthony Robinson. Just hasn't been able to stay on the floor because of the fouls tonight. Jalen Moore battling that knee soreness. Looks like he's all right. Added 6 fouls against the Tigers. So, in fact, both teams are going to be in the bonus the rest of this one. You see Robinson with 4, nobody else with more than 2 for the Tigers. And for Oklahoma, Jalen Moore's been playing with 3. Duke Miles has 3 as well. Maybe the most significant thing is Sam Godwin doesn't look like he's coming back into this game for Oklahoma. So they will be without him.
Yeah, and Oklahoma got off to a solid start in the second half, which I think was extremely important for their psyche. Obviously, they knew that Godwin was probably not going to be available here in the second half.
Surround Fears, and he threw it away. Picked off by Perkins.
And that looked like the defense that we saw in Columbia. Chad noticed everything's in front, help recover, don't allow angles off the bounce for Oklahoma.
Bates with Wakey in his face said it doesn't matter. And Missouri is right back there. They've cut it to single digits.
That's why they need to stop, Chad. You do not have to worry about Missouri.
Yes, the AI expert from Fiverr just launched our app.
The app.
10 to shoot. Moore attacks Gray. Wakey rebounds, and he's fouled. So Muhammad Wakey will go to the foul line. Eight made threes for the Tigers. They're starting to feel it recently, Brendan.
Well, they won't go away. They've been here all season long. The 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Tigers have it under 10.
At Domino's, 2 or more medium to different flavor combinations for just $6.99 each. But when you add on 8 dip cup flavors, every single bite is a new combination. Add a dip cup when you mix and match tonight at Domino's.
Even when U.S. Women's National Team forward Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. Thanks to the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Visa card, she'll earn 3% cash back on her purchase after choosing the online shopping category.
Jen loved her game hibiscus hula flings until Brad moved in and brought along a few new exciting additions. And they discovered that when they mixed their scents, they were more than just soulmates. They were scent mates. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
There, boys.
Hey, Dad. You didn't want to see this.
Wow. You brought it back.
These are my teeth. A few overlap.
Others are straight, crooked, and capped.
Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
No matter what kind of teeth, you gotta brush.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, gets in between. Going where regular brushes don't reach, so teeth get 100% better clean. These are my teeth, the key to my look.
And here's how I perfectly clean every nook.
Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Oklahoma has led by double digits for about 20 minutes of this game tonight. It's down to single digits. What's allowed Missouri to shave down that once 18-point lead?
Well, it's really kind of what I've been waiting for from the Tigers. I mean, you know, they do such a terrific job of turning teams over and then pushing in transition. You know, their spacing and how quick they get into end. But you have to be more of a defensive team than that. And to me, it's just, they've really just been more sound. No matter what they've been in defensively, they just kept things in front. It forces other teams to be jump shooting ball clubs. And now, you know, Oklahoma, well, they probably have 2 paint points over the last 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you keep it out of there, I mean, eventually things will catch up for you as an advantage.
The Sooners have cooled, and you can't help but think about Sam Godwin's impact early in this game. 8 points were plentiful when he was in there. He goes down with a knee injury, and you see the shooting's gone from 69% to 35%. Weki cashes in from the foul line. How does Oklahoma stay composed in this situation? They've been here a few times this year.
Porter Mosley say, okay, you're going to be up 11 with 7:51 left.
Yeah.
I mean, you take that 8 days a week, right? I mean, they just got to play the right way at both ends. That's it.
Up high to cash in goes Tony Perkins. Just rose up over the top of everyone.
That is so many good pieces. Perkins was a great portal sign for Dennis Gates. Battle tested.
Elvis slips it into Weki, who scores. Pierce for 3, not this time. Here comes Jalen Moore. Sooners have numbers. Weki couldn't punch it home, and he'll go to the foul line instead. That lob was just a little too far out in front.
I tell you what, Weki has shown. You saw it in the previous possession. Pretty good hands. There was a tight window on the last possession of the lay-in. Caught it, kept his feet, finished. Good job right there. Didn't feel like he could go straight to the rim with it. That's intelligent. If you're not comfortable, don't try to make something out of nothing. Get to the floor. Was able to pull Gray into making a foul.
Muhammad Weki is going to be really important for Oklahoma the rest of this one with Godwin out. He's got 9 points tonight. He's perfect from the field. He's got 4 rebounds. You see Sam Godwin sitting over there. We certainly hope that injury is not too severe. He left in the first half and tangled up on a play underneath him. That play fall on him. With Weki's high point total for the year is a dozen against Alcorn State. He's got 10 now.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power. Not IT, not admins. You're in charge. So you can tailor work exactly.
Yes.
Mitchell gets run off the 3 line. He knows how to finish as he does there.
Again, heavy dose of that. But defensively, that's what's going to allow you to have a chance if you're the Tigers.
Mitchell's got 14 now.
Yeah, you got full court pressure here, Chad. And but if you don't turn them over, you don't get anything. Then it's just solid. Solid. Keep things in front. One and dones. Clear the glass. Push.
Along the baseline, Goodine. He saves it out for Fears. His leaner banks home. So composed. Tigers want to attack quickly. Grill. Not this time. It'll volley out to Robinson. Help defense that time from Weki. Forced the turnover.
Boy, he has been tremendous at both ends. That was tremendous help. Forced that turnover.
Under 6 to play. Oklahoma up by 13. Almost trying to back down the Grill. Extra pass, Goodine, the release. Bryson Goodine can't find the range from 3-point land tonight. All of his buckets have come from 2-point range. Here's Bates, held and fouled by Elvis. And it's bonus time now for the Tigers. They're in the 1-and-1. That's 2 fouls on Elvis.
And right there was an example of what I thought coming in tonight would be an advantage for Missouri. Physical edge out on the perimeter. I mean, Elvis did a great job of trying to stay strong. I know the Oklahoma crowd didn't like that foul, but Bates just kept coming up. He had the angle. At the third bump, forced the officials to have to call that foul. Got no problem with that.
Running 1-1 good for Bates. He is one of the best foul shooters in Missouri history. Shot nearly 93% last year, which was a Missouri record, and he's shooting 94% this year. Make you think of John Sunvold, right?
That would be Sonny, John Sunvold, but he's consistent production. And the reason his percentages are so high, obviously his ability, but decision making. You know, shot selection plays into all of that as well.
So late free throw allows the Tigers to set up this full court pressure. And Caleb Taylor Jr. is in for the Sooners now. They get McGee a little breather. Oklahoma goes small with his lineup. Into the hands of Pierce with 10 to shoot. Got Mitchell locked up on him now. Shot clock is at 5. Pierce now with the left hand, and there's Grill.
Good defense right there. Good half-court defense.
Under 5 left. Grill. Wow. Rinses another. And a timeout taken. Unlimited range for Caleb Grill. You got to guard him when he comes down the tunnel. And it's the Tigers who take this timeout. They have cut the Oklahoma lead now down to 8 with under 5 left.
Look how effortless this is. Here's the handoff. Boy, and Taylor doesn't get up. They're going to switch that. You have to be up the floor. Gets it off so quick. I mean, that was good. You know, when you let it go, I'm going to be honest, one of the thoughts I had was, is he tired? He's obviously plays heavy minutes. He's definitely played heavier minutes in the second half because of the circumstances of being down, but that's a veteran because, you know, I always thought if you got tired late in games, you almost had to over as a shooter, whether at the foul line or taking a three. From distance, you had to over-exaggerate your mechanics. You know, better legs, better follow-through. And that's exactly what he did right there. That is huge. Huge from Grill.
With their leading scorer coming off the bench, no surprise, multiple times they'll have the advantage in bench points, but 38 points off the bench for Dennis Gates and the Tigers. They've needed it with some of the foul trouble and guys who just haven't been as involved. But it's a deep team. They played 14 guys in this game.
So Missouri right here, I mean, obviously picking up full court. Oklahoma breaks the pressure, giving it shoot time. We talk so much in chat about patience offensively, right? But there's also patience defensively. Plenty of possessions left in a 4:51 game. You got it back to 8. Just be sound in whatever you're doing on this end.
And Perkins called for reaching in on Elvis, and Oklahoma is in the bonus. So Kobe Elvis will shoot. That is 3 fouls on Perkins. Well, Oklahoma, the top free throw shooting team in the SEC, nearly 80% as a club.
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for.
Sling lets you do that.
I like the sound of that. I wish my TV provider let me pause my subscription when I want.
Sling lets you do that.
And I wish my TV provider let me have hundreds of free channels.
Sling lets you do that too, fellow siren.
Choose and customize your channel lineup or pause and watch for free. Sling lets you do that.
into the 1-1.
That's one of the things we're going into Quartermost did. He wanted to identify guys, number one character, but that have had success, postseason success, been on good teams.
Glenn Taylor Jr., one of those guys. Bryson Godine, another that's been to the NCAA tournament. Almost got both. 10-point game. Oklahoma just getting it done from the free throw line tonight. I mean, right now for them, you could say it's the difference maker. They're perfect from the line. 11 of 11 in this half.
Let's see what the veteran right here, Perkins, gets his ball club here in the half court.
Grill. Godine runs through him almost. He gets the retrieval and another shot up. Wagee trying to save it. It's batted out of bounds, they say, by Perkins.
You get a foul there?
Or did we just get out of bounds? I think you do have a foul. They're headed to the other end to shoot him. That's 4 on Perkins. And it's double bonus time for Oklahoma with 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, right there. Well, no, Perkins was fine, but you see him extend both hands. When you get when you do that, physical play, obviously that's the season. But as soon as he extended both arms, that's what got him in trouble.
Perkins is out with 4 fouls. Anthony Robinson, who also has 4, is back in. Really quiet night for Duke Miles. And he gets 1 of 2. I think Missouri will take that. That is the first missed free throw for Oklahoma tonight. They're 17 of 18. Grill, Godine all over him on the catch. Mitchell runs through Wagee, and a blocking foul on Mohamed Wagee. That's his 3rd.
So to me, this is a really good offensive possession. And all it is you have Grill on ball side with Mitchell. So you have to allow Mitchell to be isolated down there if you're Oklahoma.
The reaction you heard is the replay on that play at the Lloyd Noble Center. It harkens back to Coach Billy Tubbs grabbing the mic in 1989. Although we're not there yet, I don't think. Those great rivalries between Billy Tubbs and Norm Stewart when you had top-ranked teams. And this place was full.
Oh, my gosh. The old Big 8.
So this is the 6th different conference in which these two teams have played each other. Mitchell, good money at the line tonight. The Tigers, they traded 1 free throw on one end for 2 on the other.
Yeah, and the other thing, obviously, free throws do if you're Missouri. I mean, points on the board, and then allows you, that second one goes to set up this full court pressure.
Into the hands of Jalen Moore. Spears hedged way out front. Spins away from traffic. Fouled. They would not have counted the shot, and Spears will shoot a pair. The freshman tried to bring it home and give the Sooners potentially their biggest win of the year, leading by 9.
They call it work. But let's just be honest. It isn't work. It's a way of life. Life is good.
Living era, boys.
Hey, Dad. You're gonna want to see this.
Wow. You brought it back.
she's not the easiest person to please. Right, Mama?
She needs things to be just right.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, we do love her. That's my mug, isn't it?
But she needs a place of her own. And fast.
Thankfully, she's on Redfin. Redfin updates their listings every 2 minutes.
That means every 2 minutes, there's a chance we'll be back to having our porridge in peace.
Oh, wow. This one's just right.
Is she leaving? Yes.
Oh, it's happening. It is happening.
Late game situation, Oklahoma looking for a 7th quad one win this season. A must-have game for NCAA tournament hopes. They were listed as one of the first 4 out.
On Fiverr, you can find the perfect freelancer for your digital marketing. But you probably already know a guy who knows a guy who has a cousin who has a neighbor who can do it. Well, we also know a guy, David, a freelance digital marketer with tons of reviews like this. We also know Kate, Carla, Shannon, and Greg, who are experts in SEO, SEM, website promotion, and social media management. Find freelancers in a variety of services and boost your digital marketing today.
He's so young, but he plays so old. Case in point, that last possession, look at his numbers right there. Late in the shot clock, multiple defenders on him with size. He's able to drive to contact. So many great things happen there, right? I mean, you chew off 24 seconds, you draw a foul, you get to lots of points on the board. He did everything masterfully right there. And he had 1 turnover tonight. That may be the best stat of them all.
Yeah.
Oklahoma just had those 7 as a team.
Jeremiah Pierce and Cooper Black, sensational Duke freshman. Only freshman averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. 25 now for Pierce. A 10-point margin for the Sooners. Fans coming to their feet at the Roy Noble Center as Perkins goes to work. That ball was kicked as he tried to find Caleb Grill on the backdoor cuts.
Yeah, nice job of Bryson Goodine not taking the bait right there. How did you extend out on Grill on the perimeter? That was a play where Mizzou had everything over on that left side trying to see if they could sneak one on the back door to Grill.
That's going to be a foul as Warwick was trying to accept that inbound pass. That'll be number 4 against Duke Miles. 1-1 still for the Tigers. Missouri trying to rally and win one. We talked about that 1989 year when Billy Tufts did take the microphone here at the Lloyd Noble Center and address the crowd as only he could. And some of those great meetings, you just think about where these teams were ranked. That was number 5 versus number 7. They played later. Missouri beat Oklahoma twice that year. Beat them in Columbia and in Kansas City. And in all 3 games, both teams were ranked in the top 10. That's what this was back then. And there's Billy Tufts, the late legendary Sooner coach, and he and Norm Stewart. Norm Stewart just a classic and battled cancer, and man, what a rivalry it was back then.
Ran into Joe Castiglione, Oklahoma athletic director before the game, and he had exchanged, or had actually talked to Coach Stewart. 90 years young and still doing great.
Muhammad Wahid scores for the Sooners.
Well, great shot of Oklahoma right there. Breaking the pressure. The numbers were there. Good decision to attack.
Grill, can he find another one? Not this time. In the arms of Jalen Moore. Muhammad Wahid with 1,000 points. What a factor he's been.
A good decision by Moore. You don't need that right there. More important to get off another 10, 12 seconds.
Here's Circles. Off the 3-point line goes Elvis. Goodine gets a decent look, but it's well off the mark. Mitchell trapped under the bucket. A good cut by Warwick, though, and he gets an easy conversion. And a timeout taken by Dennis Gates and the Tigers. Back within 10 with 2.5 left. Missouri was down 18, been able to hang in, and Oklahoma has shot 56% from the field tonight. That's a far cry from 31% that they shot in the first meeting between these teams. But the composure of Dennis Gates over there, in that huddle, always calm, delivering the message. You still got a chance to win and pick up what would be a quad one win for them on the road.
You know, he's a man of consistency. I mean, demeanor. Most of the time, you don't know if Missouri's up 20, down 20, what the situation is. And it's partly his personality, but also he understands that a team's persona and how they handle adverse situations are a direct line coming from your head coach. He is a terrific composure. 10-point game. Certainly not insurmountable. And for Oklahoma, this Missouri pressure, you cannot be careless handling the full court pressure. And to me, at this point, it's all about taking care of home.
And maybe that's been front and center more than anything for Porter Moser's team tonight. Better than anyone in the SEC. They've turned it only 7 times in this game.
Whataburger, please bring back the monitor.
Turnover against the Sooners, but Missouri gets the stop they desperately need.
Dennis Gates right here. It's Cruz in for Pierce.
Oklahoma's led for 35 minutes plus tonight. Can they seal the deal? All the way down goes Robinson. Corner 3, Warwick is well off the mark. So off the mark that it lands in Robinson's hands. That's his first basket of the night. 8-point game as Moore breaks the pressure. Godine. It stays here with the Sooners, though. Spears helps him get a reset. Jalen Moore open under the bucket. Punches one home.
Well, that's such a good find. Pressure 48 feet to the basket. Doesn't panic. Great vision.
Look at Warwick just climbing to the rim that time. The answer comes from the Tigers. That Jeremiah Fears now 5 assists, none bigger than that one he just made a moment ago.
Oklahoma fortunate on that last possession. Godine's terrific, but you don't want him taking those right there.
Well, unless he can do that, right?
I guess so. But that better go down because you don't really need it.
That's his first made 3 on 5 tries tonight. Jalen Moore secures his 6th rebound. And Oklahoma can feel maybe their biggest win of the year. Fears to the rim and in. Maybe the icing on the cake. Jeremiah Fears, 28 tonight.
And here's the one from Godine. Because I said don't take it. This is superior. Good thing that went down. Little smile from Godine. That gets it to 11. And then Fears feels it right here. Able to turn the corner on Grill. Right there, probably a dagger.
29 for Jeremiah Fears. We mentioned the 4-point play at the end of the Michigan game. That gave him his career high of 30. 29 for Jeremiah Fears tonight. Here's Cruz. Jalen Moore on the pogo stick to claim that one. Mitchell plucks it away, though. And Mitchell will get the easy finish. Tigers had a timeout left, not electing to use it. No difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that'll be a foul on Pierce. Oklahoma desperate for a win, Brendan, and simply put, they have played like it tonight. With the finishing touches on their 7th quad one win of the year. And a bold statement to start the final week of the regular season for Porter Moser.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily how Porter Moser approach tonight, or even the last, let's say, week or so. But to me, this is like survive in advance. I mean, if you don't get this one tonight, you're probably not getting in. Even if they go and win at Texas at 5-13, it would be tough to go into Selection Sunday and feel very good at all about that. But this changes things big time. You beat a excellent Missouri team here at home. Looked pretty good doing it. Played much better than you did in the first meeting. You got up off the mat after a couple really disheartening losses to Kentucky and Ole Miss. And you kept your NCAA tournament hopes very much alive as you head into Austin on Saturday.
This is the Oklahoma team that has been on display many times, especially late in the season. They just have not gotten the results that they're going to get tonight. But a win at the most important time of the year for Porter Moser's team, and on senior night.
I thought tonight's game was a little bit, felt like, which offense can be better. I think, you look at Oklahoma. My point is they can really score. They're coming in today. They were 29th nationally in KenPom in offensive efficiency. But they're 9th in the SEC, which blows my mind. But if you get into brother-in-law ball with Oklahoma, if you're Missouri, where you don't tighten up like you're capable and have shown defensively.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
Hey, we're Howard.